Okay, the ladder feet do not extend when 100% to the floor, causes the rails to have been bent. This is a little bit redundant. You've seen this before because Dan called us. So we had that. Alright. Coming up here, we use the wrong kind of screws and the holes haven't been filled. We got OSB. What we learned is we're missing a little bit of insulation over there in that corner. That's what we learned. One of our luminaries, our attic luminaries, isn't working. There's a nice little pull handle up here that an old man like me appreciates. Moving along inside of here. Back to the mysterious yellow snow, but we do have rodent trails. We do not have depth markers. We have insulation over where it might or might not be our chimney fire blocking plate. Insulation's loose, tape is loose on our flue and on our clothes dryer flue and our clothes dryer vent, and the other vents vent into the attic. But that's not why we're here. We're here because installed just a little bit. We're here because we want to see about this indoor air handler. So open this guy up, and I can only open him up halfway because there's tape on him. But I do want to open him up so I can get a still image of the data plate, hopefully, if it's on this side. There we go. There you go. And I do have a data plate, so we will have a still data plate here. We won't be able to see the burner compartment, which is alright. So what we've got here, this is the furnace. Alright, our flue is properly supported. We do not have a care and use manual. The gas piping is in the way. I don't want people stepping on my gas pipe. Do you want people stepping on your gas pipe? No, you don't. You should have a curb built over it, painted red. You want people stepping on your refrigerant pipe? No. You're supposed to have a 30-inch clear platform so you can park a fat technician here and he can work on your stuff. The gas piping coming into the furnace should have a drip lag, sediment trap, if you will. We do not have that. Okay, so that's what we have. We do not have a care and use manual. We don't have a care and use manual. We do not have a dip tube. Our gas piping is in the way. Okay, that's what we have so far. That's the furnace part. On the cooling side, this is the evaporator coil. Okay, and the service platform, it peters out right here. We don't really have quite enough service platform, if you ask me. So, see if I can get some data off of this real quick. Powder, Texas, serial number 2009. I think it's about the same size age as the condensing unit, if I remember correctly. Okay, they look. Well, tell us about this, bud. Well, one thing, we got rust. Rust in our secondary safety pan. Our primary drain line has a shallow trap and it's not insulated. So that's what we've got with the condensing unit. So we'll move on to the air circulation. Well, what we got here is we got this smart filter seal, except that it's not so smart. It doesn't really seal. We used to have a magnetic cover on it, and those always go bad. So that went bad, like I would have told you. We got the smart seal, hopefully. Since it's smart, I'll go ahead. It's 20 by 25 by 1. I'm not going to take the filter out. It's dirty. You can't seal it any better. If it won't be sealed any better. I've actually improved this since I got here. And when I leave, it'll probably fall halfway down like it was. What do we got here with our air ducts? Oh man, a squirrel just ran across the roof. Our duct is sagging. You're not supposed to have more than ½ inch sag in your ductwork. It's okay for the ductwork to be across the rafters, so long as it's going diagonal across the rafters. I think we're stretching it a little bit, but there it is. Oh, also, I mentioned in the other video, and before Dan called, it doesn't look like we got a lot of insulation on the drop down over, and infrared imaging will help us with that. So what do we learn about air conditioning? We learn our gas piping is in the way. We don't have a sediment trap. We don't have a care and use manual. On the air conditioning side, we learned that we got rust in our safety pan. We've got a shallow P-trap that's not insulated. We've got, on our venting side, we learned that our air filter will not seal properly, so it's leaking air from there. And we've got more than 1/2 inch sagging in our ductwork.